Say thank you to Vicki and Dennis for spearheading this movement. It's amazing all the dedication and time they put into it, and for nothing, just out of the love of their heart. So thank you. My name's Kristin. I'm a former cheeseaholic for sure. And I watched Toast Over Knives, I think in January, and I was like a closet vegan by myself at home. And didn't really talk to my husband about it or anything. I was just kind of like doing it, and I was afraid if I talked about it, then I would actually have to stick to it. I didn't know if I could. And then, I guess it was around March, I saw Vicki posted that she was having a showing of Eating You Alive at the library. And so somehow I convinced my husband, who's a hunter, who I didn't think in a million years would agree to go, and he did. And we watched it. And I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it's super emotional, and so am I, obviously, all the time. And Philip had recently lost his dad to cancer, and seeing what a rough end of life that is for people. And so it really resonated with him and me after just witnessing his dad's death. And so we knew at that point that we needed to make a change. So the two of us we're doing it together. Still closet vegans to our kids for some reason, I don't know why. But and I'd always thought that cancer diseases were just like a crapshoot, just like we're waiting for this to happen and we had no control over it. Until I started researching and reading, and this is a quote that I love from Dr. Greger, who wrote How Not to Die. And it said, even if you've been dealt a bad genetic deck, you can reshuffle it with your diet. How empowering is that? I mean, for me, that was like, I started thinking about my oldest son. Okay.
Also, Eating You Alive, that it's coming out in theaters.
My oldest son, who's 16, he broke 2 bones when he was growing up, just by like tripping over a sprinkler. And I'd always question, like, how did that happen? He drinks milk all the time. He should have super healthy bones. And then I had this huge aha moment. And then going back with the thinking we've just been dealt a bad card, we aren't just helpless victims waiting for some diseases to take over our bodies. We can actually prevent and reverse diseases, and without any magic pills or medicines, except for B12. That one's important to take. So then we just figured we'd better introduce this to our kids too. Like, we have this great gift and we're not sharing it with our kids, and we realized that didn't make sense. So we knew it was going to be a challenge because kids are picky eaters, and we'd always presented them with just the way we ate, and they accepted it. So what we decided to do was start with something easy, like spaghetti. And so I found this, and I think Stacy's found one at Walmart that's similar, and it doesn't have any oil, and it's simple ingredients, and that went over really well. So next we tried tacos, because I wanted to stick with foods they already liked, not like totally changing up their diet. You have to eat all lettuce, you know. I knew that if it was going to work, that I had to do it to accommodate their tastes. So these are culinary refried beans. And you just mix it with water, and you like them? Another thing we tried and loved is Kite Hill cheese, and
it's almond milk cream cheese.
Yes, and it's really good, and it's used sparingly, so don't worry, Vicki. So as time went on. Oh yes, and there's Kite Hill yogurt too. As time went on, we started to experiment with different foods, and there were a lot of failures, for sure. I remember Kyler looking at me going, "Mom, I love you, but this does not taste good at all." So dinner time was stressful for a while, but we've really started to get a hang of it, and there's definitely room for improvement, for sure, but we have gotten past the hump, I think. And one of my favorite things to eat is Jill McKeever's queso, and I add in some salsa. And these are baked. I was making my own tortilla chips, And sometimes they turned out sometimes they didn't. And then I discovered these. Game changer. I mean, if I can have chips and queso, I'm good.
Does that have any oil in it?
No oil.
No oil?
Where do you find those?
HEB.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Those.
We are getting those tomorrow.
We are too.
No, awesome.
We've been using
Yeah, look
those.
for those tomorrow.
So
That
also,
is, Cooper, that is.
we try to find like quick snacks.
Flour tortillas.
Yeah, those, I found those, but I've not seen
So some of the quick snacks that we do at home with the boys or for dessert are like bananas with peanut butter, and we get the peanut butter that's in the machine. It's just peanuts. Layer bars. The only ingredients are dates, peanuts, and sea salt. And if you're in a hurry, I mean, it's always best to have the whole food, clearly, but sometimes, you know, with kids' busy schedules, they really love the chicken ramen one, and it takes like 5 minutes to make. It's super quick, and you can take it wherever you need to go. Go ahead. Don't slip.
And it's made by Dr. McDougall, the same person who made one of the books.
Yeah.
Yes. Another, oh, sorry. It's tortilla soup. You want to go show me?
Yeah, where do you get that?
They actually have these at HEB. And they have them at, on Amazon and at Rita's, and for goodness sake. Another thing that has helped us in the transition is soy curls. And I was really put off by them when I first saw them. And the name of them is kind of like, ugh. But you open it up and it smells like chicken nuggets to me when I open it. So anyway, you soak them and then you put them in the blender, and it has the same texture as like ground beef. We've made tacos and all kinds of yummy stuff like that. So one of the challenges that we do face is going out to eat. This summer we were traveling a lot, and we went out to eat a lot. So that was a challenge. And the one thing that I sacrifice, which I'm prepared to be scolded, is oil. And I need to get more confident and better with that, and really asking them to prepare something for me. But there are a few places that we do eat that we know there's vegan choices, and Cooper will share with you.
Okay, so if you love pizza, there is a pizza place. It's called Mod Pizza, and they have dairy-free cheese there, and it actually tastes good. And they have a lot, and you can make your own pizza, and there's a lot of different toppings.
What vegetables do you like on yours?
Asparagus, lettuce, and artichoke hearts. Oh, and also we go to Chipotle. It's a Mexican grill, and you can make your own things in like a taco or something.
One of the things that was a game changer for us too is the Instant Pot, which there's 2 or 3 of them over there, and Jill McKeever's book, which I think she's coming out with a new one. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it should be out soon, I think.
So that has been, it's for busy people. I mean, it's like crock pot times 10. Amplified. Okay, Cooper. We can Yes. So I want to ask Cooper, why do we eat a whole foods plant-based diet? Where's the reasons?
Okay. So these are my some of these are my personal reasons. It makes us stronger, and it does what they say, what the people say what milk does, but it really doesn't. And
Well, it's okay.
and also for kids who do not like taking shots, you don't have to take as many shots
Because it keeps you healthy, right?
because it keeps you healthy.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like to go shopping with me when we're searching for new things?
Yes, ma'am. Especially when we go. Oh, and there's these stores that you can go to, and they have a lot of vegan options. Like, there's one called Whole Foods. There's one called Rita's, which they have like even vegan ice cream. They even have like vegan, not vegan sour cream and a lot of other stuff. And then there's also For Goodness Sake.
But we like to make ice cream at home, right? Out of, what do we use?
Bananas, some type of plant milk, a little bit of vanilla, and a little bit of organic maple syrup.
Cooper, what do you have for lunch at school?
We always make PB&J, and what we use for it is we use like that, like oil-free bread, and it has like seeds in it.
Oops.
And
Something killer bread.
Yes, Dave's Killer Bread.
Yeah.
yes. And for jelly, this is you can get these at Rita's. They have lots of different types of jelly, and they don't have much calories, and they don't have any added sugar too. And there's like orange jelly, plum jelly, apricot jelly, fig jelly.
And he usually has kale chips with his and a fruit. And for breakfast, they usually eat either homemade pancakes or waffles that have no, they're vegan with maple syrup, right? Or if they're on their own, if they're getting their own breakfast, they'll do bananas with the peanut butter. Oh, hold on. Have you talked to any of your friends about this way of eating?
Yes.
And how'd it go? Tell me about your friend Josh.
I told my best friend Joshua, and at school, and his family went vegan, but it was too stressful for them, so they stopped.
Cooper, you should invite them to our meetings. Yeah.
But they still eat a lot healthier.
Yep.
And he has a water addiction, somehow.
What changes would you like to see in the school cafeteria?
Replace all the meat with something else.
Yeah.
Replace all milk with either water or plant-based milk.
How did you manage to maintain this diet while you were at camp, summer camp?
I just ate things that I knew that didn't have any meat or milk in them, and I didn't eat the things that I knew.
Did we explain beforehand our diet and they made special accommodations for you?
Oh, yes. There was a very nice guy who he handled like the diets and stuff, and on hamburger and hot dog day, he made me a portobello burger, which is it's a mushroom.
And while I was away at camp, well, AKA on a cruise, that's been the easiest week of our journey, I think, because I just handed one of the cards over to the maitre d' or whatever, and they made all the food all week for me. So I was like, man, it'd be easy if I just had a chef. So for us, it hasn't been, I've lost 15 pounds, and I'm not trying to lose weight, and I haven't had a heart attack like Dennis. So the biggest change that I've seen is just the peace of mind, knowing that I can actually prevent these diseases, where before I just was like waiting for that card to fall, waiting for whatever happened to happen, and I had no choice or no say in it. So that's been the biggest thing. And something that I have read that's resonated with me, they're saying that Americans are living longer than ever. Well, we aren't living longer, we're dying longer. And I'm so excited to be a part of making that statement false. So, Cooper, do you have anything to add?